You ever scroll online, buy something, and then a few days later think, why did I want that so bad? Well, today we're going to dig into the hidden psychological blueprint behind it all, how social media is actually rewiring our shopping habits, starting with the very idea of desire. And look, this isn't just about some clever ad or a product popping up at the right time. No, the change we're talking about here, it goes way, way deeper than that. Think about it like this. Social media isn't just showing you a new product. It's literally engineering the feeling of desire inside you. It's making you want something before you can even really process why. And on top of that, it completely changes how we decide. It's like it short circuits those old thoughtful decision-making processes and swaps them out for something way faster and way more impulsive. So the big question is, how does it actually do that? How does a simple scroll on your phone magically turn into a package showing up at your door? Okay, let's break down the mechanics. All right, first things first, we gotta understand that this is so much more than just ads. We're talking about a total shift in the whole psychological game of how we shop. You know, it used to be that buying something was a pretty private thing, right? A practical decision, usually based on a need. But now, oh, it's a full-on public performance. We buy things to signal our identity, and it's all driven by emotion and that need for instant gratification. So what's powering all this? At the very heart of this system is the algorithm. You can think of it as your own personal reality engine, building the world you see on your screen, just for you. And here's the thing. Every single thing you do is a signal. How long you pause on a video, what you rewatch, what you save or comment on, all of it. You are actively, constantly training your own personal persuasion engine. It's this nonstop feedback loop. There's actually a name for this, hyper-personalized stimulus exposure. It sounds complex, but just think of it this way. Instead of one giant billboard that thousands of people see, it's a never-ending stream of tiny, tailored bits of persuasion made just for you. And the result is pretty powerful, right? The product doesn't even feel like an ad anymore. It feels like this amazing organic discovery that just happens to fit perfectly into your life. Okay, but it gets even deeper. It's not just about what you see on the screen. It's about how it makes you feel. These platforms are tapping directly into our most basic brain chemistry, essentially hacking our reward systems. So take the whole blind box trend, those mystery collectibles. You're not really buying a little plastic toy. Come on. What you're actually paying for is that thrill, that feeling of suspense and anticipation. And the reason this works so well is because of a powerful psychological trick called variable ratio reinforcement. Basically, it's a reward system where you never know when you're going to get the good stuff. That uncertainty is what hooks you. And if that sounds familiar, it should. It is the exact same mechanism that makes slot machines in Vegas so incredibly addictive. And then, of course, there's the manufactured urgency. You've seen it everywhere. Run, don't walk, limited drops, flash sales. All of this stuff is designed to trigger our scarcity bias, that deep-seated fear of missing out, or FOMO. I mean, it's basic psychology. When we think something's rare, our brain automatically thinks it's more valuable, and that just fires up our impulse to buy it right now. Which brings us to one of the biggest ideas in all of this. We're not really buying things anymore for what they do. We're buying them for what they say about who we are. It's all about buying a version of you. Remember the whole hydro flask craze? I mean, that is the perfect example. People were not just buying a really good water bottle. Nope. They were buying a badge of identity. It was a symbol that basically screamed, hey, I'm trendy, I care about the environment, and I belong to this cool group. And this links up perfectly with something called self-congruity theory. The idea is simple. We're naturally drawn to brands and products that line up with how we see ourselves or how we want to see ourselves. That water bottle stops being just a bottle. It becomes a psychological extension of you. And have you seen those sections in stores now? The ones literally labeled TikTok made me buy it? That's social proof, but in the real world. It's such a powerful psychological shortcut. It just tells our brain, hey, look, tons of other people already gave this the thumbs up. The risk is basically zero. It's a safe bet. To really grasp how much things have changed, let's just quickly look at the classic, old-school way we used to make buying decisions. It was this slow, deliberate, five-step dance, right? You recognize a problem, you search for information, you evaluate the alternatives. Well, social media comes along and just completely collapses that whole process. I mean, why would you spend hours doing deep analysis when you can just use a mental shortcut? You see a video with a million likes, a few good comments, and that's all your brain needs. The amount of thinking goes way down, and the impulse to buy shoots way up. So, after hearing all that, the big question is, how do we deal with it? How do we navigate this world? Well, the final piece of the puzzle is about taking back control. It's about consciously choosing your algorithm. So the next time you feel that powerful pull to click Add to Cart, just pause for a second. It's worth asking yourself a really simple but really important question. Are you really buying the product, the serum, the sweater, whatever it is, or are you actually trying to buy something else? A feeling of belonging, a bit of validation, or maybe even a piece of a new identity? And really, that's the bottom line here. The algorithm is built and optimized for one thing and one thing only, your engagement. But just by understanding how it works, you get the power to step back. It means you can stop just reacting to the algorithm and start acting with your own intention.